Welcome back. It is Ask the Judge time. Once again, we're laying down the law. We're going to look at all these legal questions that you folks have. Judge Courtney R. Keene, State District Judge from Orange County, joining us. Great to see you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to begin with question number one. The place
Let's
I
do it.
work, he says, was recently sold last year. The old owners offered a staying bonus. Now, the new owners are refusing to give the bonus. Is that legal?
It is. Whenever you have the sale of companies, there are lots of things obviously that are involved. You need to look at the sales contracts and see whether or not they assumed the claims and liabilities that the previous company had. So just because the company's selling, saying they said they were going to give a staying bonus, unless it was in writing and there was a contract, the new company does not necessarily have to abide by that.
And I bet it doesn't have anything in writing, you know?
I bet they don't.
Second question, my uncle just passed away. My mom and I are the only next of kin. It seems he did not leave a will, and we're still searching for a deed to the house. What do we do in this
Well,
case?
you would need to contact a probate attorney to handle this, because you would open an estate. Whenever there's not a will, it's called an intestate succession. You open up an estate and there's an administration done through the courts. Now, as far as the deed goes, you can go to the county clerk's office and check the real estate deed records, or you can go to your county appraisal district. A lot of times they will have the history on different pieces of property and may be able to help you locate a deed.
So even though he and his mother are the only next of kin, there may be more to it than that.
There may be, and they'll also have to give notice to other potential heirs at law. They'll have to give some kind of notice through publication, like in the newspaper.
I'll be darned. Finally, I just quit my job that paid for my move. Now, my former boss wants me to repay the relocation fee, even though it was not in the contract to repay it. Again, a contract question. What do I do?
Well, they mentioned a contract, so that makes me think there was a relocation agreement, is what it's called. Typically, these agreements will require you to continue to work for the company for up to 2 to 3 years if they pay your relocation fees. So I would be surprised if it did not say a specific time that you had to stay with the company. I mean, obviously, if they're going to give that money to you to relocate for them, they're going to want to make sure they get it back in some way
It's
through
a
your
little bit of
work.
a promise. They're expecting you,
Exactly,
to do
So
that
I would be
job.
surprised.
All right, some great questions. Thank you so much. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
If you have questions for our Ask the Judge segment, just send them over to 12 News at 12newsnow.com. Patrick is back.